Alright, it's been a while since I last did a video on here, and I wanted to showcase one of the more popular affordable watches and also double up as an announcement that we're going to be actually giving this watch away. So we'll take a look at it as a regular review, and at the end we'll talk more about the actual giveaway, and we'll have more information on our website. So right away we're going to get started. This is a review of the Casio MTP1302D, and I know it probably doesn't mean much to people who don't memorize these, but you'll see right away which watch it is. So right away, this seems to be part of the vintage collection. I'm not too up to date with the Casio line, so right away this gold tin seems to be pretty different than their usual packaging. Casio, like the Duro watch, usually comes in a tiny little plastic box, but this is kind of a nice touch. And here it is. If you've been anywhere on social media or on YouTube for that matter, you've seen this watch. It's one of the most popular watches for obvious reasons. And we'll do a quick review. There really isn't too much to this besides just the way it looks. It's obviously an homage to a certain Rolex watch that was released recently in this very similar color. But part of the reason why it caught my attention is because they seem to get all of the proportions just right. These watches often come either very large, very thick, especially these affordable ones. So when I saw this released, and look at this thinness, it's a great size. Fluted bezel, colors, applied indices here. That's a big one there. And most importantly for me, it was the size. This is a 38.5mm dial, which is pretty universally loved by big wrist and small wrist. Now, obviously, this watch is not all that pricey. We're looking at roughly around $100. But the reason this one caught my attention is just because I started seeing everywhere. I know there's different colors of this, and this particular color became very, very popular. I do think it was sold out for a while there, so I was able to grab one, and I'm going to give it away to one of you all just to enjoy, just because this is such a perfect designed watch here. But besides that, there really isn't much to say. The design on the dial, while it is very minimal, it's done very, very well. You have the second markers along the perimeter. The hands are loomed here, at least the minute and the hour hands. It's not going to be the best loom, obviously, at this price point, but something there. I like the minimal text. You do have some water resistance here, so it's not entirely useless in water here. I particularly love the fact that the date here there's a perimeter around it. Relatively thin, comes with an actual bracelet. Again, it's not the best bracelet, but it's pretty good. And at this price point, it's tough to find something like this, unless you go to some off Chinese brand or something like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at it next to other watches that are pretty popular, so you're able to kind of gauge the size of it. So first here, obviously, is the moon swatch. You can see how the moon swatch here is just significantly bigger. Just look at the lugs where the end here. This is a regular Speedmaster Pro size. So if you're able to pull this off, you'll certainly be able to pull this one off. And at the same time, one isn't much bigger than the other. Next, we can compare it here to the Cocktail Time. Now this is one of the Presage models. And you can see how it's almost identical in dimensions there. I believe this one comes in 40mm. So this will be a little bit smaller. But again, you can see the thickness is relatively similar. Diameter, relatively similar. So again, if you're able to wear this one, this is going to be a perfect watch. But here you can also see the difference in color there. Finally, the turtle here. Now this is just a behemoth of a watch. It's a lot fatter and a lot bigger, but here I'm really just showing these for you to gauge the size of this. And really, I think the conclusion in all of this is that this Casio is just perfectly sized. I know Timex and Casio have some great small watches, but they seem to be a little bit too small for some of the bigger wristed people. They're running at around 34, 35 millimeters. This one at 38 is just about perfect. Let's check out the lume really quickly, and now it's not going to be great. We'll see how that is, and we'll throw it on the wrist and see how that works. All right, let's check this out. That's actually not bad at all. I thought it would be weaker. I do wish they would have some on the indices, maybe even a little bubble at the end there, but that's not a deal breaker for me. Yeah, you can see how even in soft light this looks. The color of this dial really goes a long way. So I'm going to be giving this watch away. I'll have more information on the website, affordableWristtime.com. But really, I'm not making you all jump through any hoops. I'll post some stuff on Instagram. You just got to share it on your story and tag a couple of friends on there. That's really all I'm going to ask for. This is going to be open for worldwide shipping, so anybody in the world can participate in this. And really, again, this is just a great watch. Every once in a while I do like to give away a popular, affordable watch to my followers, so this is it for this time around. It'll be open for a couple of weeks. Again, I'll put the details on the website and on Instagram, so check those out. But yeah, good luck to everybody who's participating, and let's go ahead and throw this on the wrist and see how that works. Yeah, on the wrist, it really does work true to its size. It's a good size, but it isn't too small. I could totally see this as a perfect dress watch, but at the same time, something you wear with jeans and a t-shirt. The thinness is perfect. It's not too thin either. But yeah, overall, this is just a perfect utilitarian watch, and I really hope it goes to a good home. Good luck.